All right. This is the beginning. This Wi-Fi. Isn't this Wi-Fi the worst? Okay. Let's get into the picks. I'm going to give people a minute to show up. And then we are going to get started. Hope everyone's having a good damn day. It may take a minute. I want people to be able to show up. So while we're waiting for that, we got 4 games right here that we got to predict tonight. 4 of them. So while we wait for people to hop on, because there really is nothing else. I mean, if I knew how to set a notification, I would. Another notification. Oh. Yeah, so we're just waiting for people to hop on. Hopefully it won't be too much longer. Right now it's just me and no one else, so no reason really for me to start until people hop on. There we go. There's the LaFleur Network. Now we have Nate here. Okay, here's the numbers. Now we got people here. I know Joe Zini really wanted to listen too. So once Joe Zini comes in and says something in the chat, we will get this thing started. So we're just going to wait for Joe Zini. And then we are getting this party started. And here we go. Joe Zini's in the house as well. So let's get this party started. I'm still not confident, but I guess we got to do it. So I'll start with the more confident pick first. And if I have my notepad up, and I do, divisional round picks, I am going to take Texans plus 15 in that 14 teaser. So I'm going to do 1 14 teaser. And then I'll kind of do a couple 2-team teasers and who I think reluctantly is going to win. But I'm more confident in the 14 teaser personally. Although the Texans now have a lot of money on them. So let's really take a look at that. So the Patriots are favored. Texans are, have a much more than money right now against the spread. Money line. Let's look ahead in that money line. If it will let me. Oh, that may be even more so. Damn, the Texans are favored. They got a lot of money on them, at least on this thing. I'm going to look at one other website. I look at 2 websites, so we're going to look at a couple more. Because these are harder games to pick, so I kind of want a full opinionated thing here. So this thing's saying New England has more money on the money line. But Houston still has more money on the spread. This is a little bit interesting. Okay. Okay. What does it look like for? Okay, this one's saying the Texans with the spread is favored. Money line. New England's favored. And this one is saying that we're going to go just into this game in particular. Okay, this one's only saying a little bit on the spread. And this, I think this, yeah, against the spread. Fine. Okay. No, I don't want to enter that. I feel like they want the Texans in there, but I'm not confident. So I would just take the 15 because I feel like they're gonna keep this game close no matter what. I really do. And what is the over under? Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm a complete idiot. So Texans have the percentage for the money line and for the majority of the bets for the money line and for the so that's my fault. I'm an idiot. See, hey, sometimes I do stupid things, and this was a good example of that. Oh, it won't even show me the percent of money on here. Damn it. Okay. Oh, god damn. I would still take Texans in the teaser because I have a feeling this game's going to be really low scoring. So even if New England wins, I'm just going to play it. I don't know what, because part of me wants to take the Texans because the city of Houston has never made it past this round ever. But the thing is, Houston is such a big market that I feel like at some point they have to have Houston get up there. And I'm going to take this as a philosophy. I'm going to do this philosophy. I'm going to say that is going to be a bone of the public because I cannot foresee the Niners being the bone of the public again. So let's get into that one right now. Niners, heavy money percentage against Seattle, against the spread, and they're favored in the money line as well. 59% of the money being bet on the Niners again. And last week, the Niners had all the money on them and they let the Niners win. That is not going to happen again. So I'm going to say Seattle. I mean, move it to now it's 7. So move it to +5. And you're going to get the Seahawks. So Seahawks +5 in that 4-team teaser. Let's say the Niners do win. Is the storyline going to be that they blow out Seattle? No. It is going to, even if you tell me the Niners were scripted to win, it is going to be close. I mean, I think Seattle has the better advantage because of this 70%, and then the money line 59%. People are betting on the Niners again. And that is why I'm taking Seattle. There's no way they're going to let this happen for a second week in a row. They did this last week. People were heavy on the Niners last week. They won outright. There's no way that's happening again. So I'm going to say that is a rug pull and a major one at that. Seahawks, they could win big. The Rams, Bears, here's another one that's easier for me to take. So Rams are -4.5 against the Bears, or 3.5, depending on what app you're using. No matter what, Rams either +7.5 or +8.5, 8.5 or +8, whatever app you're using. I would take the Rams in that wraparound teaser. So Bears have the majority of the money on the spread, money line, Bears as well. Let's look at it in this app, in this perspective. This is saying the Bears both ways. They've also been doing this as well. Even when the Bears are scripted to win, they always make it look close. So, if I can get the Rams with a touchdown, even if you told me this was going to be a bone to the public, I can't see this being a blowout. And the Hollywood writers love Los Angeles. It is the biggest market, or if at least one of the biggest markets in all of the NFL, in all, the country. I have to see them keeping them at least in the game. So I will take the Rams here for that reason. That's a possibility, to go to that championship game. And then we got Bills in Denver. This is a tough game for me to pick because although now they're underdogs, Buffalo has a ton of money on them. Oh, my God. Look at all that money on them. 85% of the money, 67%. And I did say with that scheduling formula, because Broncos and Seahawks were the number one teams 12 years ago, that they may have them at the number one on purpose. I'm going to be consistent with that strategy. I'm going to be consistent with that, my saying there, and go Denver plus 10.5. I said it could be Denver, Seattle, because they're the number one seeds, just like they were with the same scheduling format 12 years ago. And so I'm going to say Denver at least keeps it close because of that. So I'm going to be consistent there. I said that from the beginning. I'm going to be consistent with that. I think they may have them as the number ones again with the same common opponents on purpose. So I'm going to say Denver because of that. So these are your picks right here. Texans plus 15, Seahawks plus 5, Rams plus 7.5, and the Broncos plus 10.5, all in a 4-team teaser. If you do not feel comfortable taking one of these games, for some reason, if you want to throw one of these out, I am also going to put Indiana for the college championship plus 4.5 in a 14 teaser as well. Everyone keeps, let's double check that game. So we're going to go to that college game now. But just to show everybody the trends for the college football game, let's just double check. Or people are starting to now bet heavy on Indiana. I'll tell you right now, people are all over Indiana here. Oopsie. And so this is what I'm talking about right here. Miami against Indiana. So for people who want to take this game, it looks like Indiana now has a lot of the money on them. I'm actually going to go the other way. And how big is the spread? I mean, how big is the spread? 8.5. God damn. I don't know. I feel a little skeptical about that spread. I would still say Indiana plus 4.5, but if you like Miami in the teaser the other way, I couldn't argue with you. I just have a feeling they have Indiana. They're going to win it all. I just have a feeling they've been riding this team, and this is going to be another bone to the public as well, because what do you think their logo looks like to you? What would you guess their logo looks like to you? It's a certain holiday that's not Christmas, that falls in December. I think that's why they're going to have them win this year. I don't know. Just saying. That's why I'm going to pick them to win. I think people know what holiday I'm talking about, that with the religion that starts with the letter J. Which, like I say, everyone's allowed to have the religion that they want as long as they don't shove it on other people. However, I believe in what Jake says, and that there is a God that exists, but the Bibles are man written, therefore fake and phony. That's my opinion. I do believe there's a God, though. Yes, Nate got it correct. That is why I think they're going to win. There's been a lot of talk about Israel and all that. And so something tells me that Indiana is going to win because of that. That's just my opinion. So if you want to throw out, and again, I'm not responsible. By the way, I'm going to say this again. I say it every week. I am not responsible for betting losses. You bet at your own risk. And if you bet less than bet $5 or less, please. It's the right thing to do. Just be careful. But those are my 4 picks for the NFL. If you want to replace, let's say, the Texan game, because that one now I don't really have a lot of confidence in after seeing that money line. If you want to replace that with Indiana, you can do that. And yes, you can bet college and pro football together. You can't do it with basketball and football, but you can do it with college football and NFL in a 14 teaser. That you can do that. So those are if you like all NFL picks, pick them all. If you want to replace one of them with the Indiana pick, go ahead. Again, I'm not responsible. So that is at your own risk. But that's the way I would go. Let's see what's going on in the chat. I used to be very into it back before I met Jake. Very into it. Yeah, Joe, I got the 14 teaser down really well last week, so I'm hoping that it, I covered this week. I hope he doesn't. I like when my friends are careful. Why? Oh God. Oh. If he lost, that is on him. I hope it's, not someone that you admire. That would be really sad if it was, because obviously I don't want my friends to Okay, that's not the end of the world, 20. I mean, I wouldn't do it, but that's not as bad as saying a few $100 or something crazy like that. Oh, good, he won. Oh, good. Yeah, it's always risky, and I just recommend you don't do it. I'm not going to be one of those crazy people like Zach Hubbard, and and I've even said a couple weeks, if the people that were here throughout the season, I said I had a couple horrible weeks. They sucked. I was awful in those weeks, and I admitted it. I'm not Zach Hubbard, who's going to say you're nothing but haters and trolls. No, I don't do that. I've even admitted one of the weeks I literally sucked and got nothing right. And I even said, oh God, I was a failure this week. But last week I did good, other than one 3-team teaser. I did lose with the Chargers by 1 point. So whoever picked that 3-team teaser did not have a winning week, sadly. But yeah, there was that. So you got other of course, once baseball starts, I'll make I usually don't bet baseball. I'm not going to be making, daily scripted baseball picks. What I do usually do, though, is make the picks for the entire opening series. So the 3 or 4 games during the opening series, I usually do make picks for those. So I will be doing that first week. And that's all I'm going to do for baseball. I'm not going to be doing that daily. I might do basketball playoffs once that starts as well. We'll see. But other than that, not really much there. And of course, next football season. We got that as well. So what was the next thing I wanted to cover? Because we're done looking at betting percentages and stuff now. Oh, yeah, here we go. Okay, everybody. My name's Q&F, and I tried to put the gas on the Kingpin's bowling last night, and it failed. Because now, and I have to admit it, I'm the biggest piece of shit of all. Because now, after accusing people of being gay, I'm the one who wants to date a guy named Fred Zoid. That's why I even made a video called Live Puke with Fred Zoid. Yes, I'm that big of a creep. To the point where I'm going to actually make a video called that. And by the way, since Holden exposed me, I haven't made a single video on my channel. Because now I realize how awful I am. And how I can no longer do this anymore. I can't take the pressure. Now I know there's real competition against me in my corruption. I tried to stab them in the back. And all it did was make me look like a failure. And the loser. That's all it did. It's really embarrassing on my part. Which, hey, Shady Davy. Guess who else hasn't posted in 2 months? Who he definitely thinks is Q&F? Freedom Mind. So he also hasn't posted in 2 months either. Yeah, let's just show it for everyone. Yeah, I actually believe I may have put the nail in the coffin with him. Yeah, Freedom Mind hasn't posted in 2 months. Everyone remember him? He was on Jake's chats. Well, that's probably Q&F as well. Strange coincidence that none of them have posted in 2 months. Yeah, around the same time. So let's see when Freedom Mind last posted here. Let's just show the receipts, everybody. Yeah, why not? October 22nd, 2025 was the last time Freedom Mind posted. Keep that in mind. October 22nd, 2025. Q&F, his last post. October 25th, 2025, only a couple days later. What about Q&F's other channel? It's all strange how they ended around the exact same time. And November 7th. So he has not done anything since then. You guys, his old channel, the last time he posted was the exact same time that Freedom Mind last posted, basically, only a couple days apart. I think Shady Davy D hit the nail there. Q&F and Freedom Mind are the same person. Hey, listen, I think Shady Davy nailed it there. And now everyone knows I'm also Freedom Mind. And that I'm a corrupt shield and the biggest piece of shit of all. Hey. Oh my goodness, that guy's a failure. I mean, that guy's terrible. But we know that guy's terrible. I mean, that's no surprise. All right, I'm gonna pull something else up real quick. I'm gonna see if my I'm gonna look at something real quick. I don't think I don't think yeah, no, there is no stream right now. I didn't think so. But anyway, me as in going fee. I love being the biggest piece of sheet the bowl. Hey, hey. All righty, what's this? I'm trying to look at something else. I'm going to try to dare or
Now, everybody, I'm Eric DeBay. I like to dress like a girl because I dress like Jake too because I'm a creep and I love to make a fool out of myself and love to be a shill and lose debates on purpose. That's why I dress like a girl.
Hey, apparently, according to some lamestream reports, that this Bad Bunny guy during halftime might wear a dress. Gee, I wonder why. Maybe it's because he's a real biological woman and is pretending to be a man. Who knows? I can't say for sure, but I'm just gonna. I mean, it's possible. Strange to say the least. Let's actually look closer at that guy. I'm going to get a picture of him and look closer. Excuse me. Let's get a close picture of this guy. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Oh, this is a big picture. This is a clear, this is one of the better quality pictures. Oh, that's hilarious, Nate. Oh, good job. All righty, let's see here. What does everyone think? Let me get a better picture of Bad Bunny. Is there a way to really zoom into this? Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I don't see. What do you guys think? Do you think that's biological man or biological woman? Let me know. Let me know in the comments what you think this is. Do you think it's a man or a woman? I will say I've seen bigger Adam apples, bigger neck on pieces than this. Laura Ingram from Fox News. Yeah. Does anyone have an opinion on if this is a man or a woman? Please tell me below in the comments. He's going to be in a couple weeks. I mean, here's the thing. I've seen bigger Adam's apples on women, bigger neck, the neck, the big thing on the neck. I've seen them on, so-called women, like, again, Laura Ingram on Fox News. Yeah, I've seen bigger on her. So, again, I'm curious to hear what you guys think. Do you think Bad Bunny is a man or a woman in real life? Not. Of course, his acting role is a man, but yeah, yeah. All right, now, everybody, you got to get right with. You got to get right with God, because in Russia we don't tolerate any nonsense. In Russia, we're going to make sure that you will do whatever we want you to do. In Russia, it is going to be very, very bad. Try to do a Russian accent there. Oh well, I don't know if that worked out great. Now, everybody, I do know this works out great. Now, for all you sissy NFL fanboys, we got a new lockbox just for you in the picture of every single team, all shaped for a lockbox. Now, what is inside the lockbox, you may ask? Well, inside is going to be memorabilities of the NFL and a hypnosis device to make you have to bet. Oh, wait a minute. I mean nothing. As vice president of the United States, I made sure to provide everyone with the necessary materials for a lockbox. Now, don't forget the one word that describes my 2000 presidential campaign is lockbox. Yeah, there you go. Josini likes that one. Yeah, I do a good one. Who knows? He may come back before this is all over. Now, let me tell you something. I'm a goddess, and I don't tolerate any dissent, because in the goddess channel, you're all slave scribers, not subscribers, slave scribers. And if you don't do what I say, I will block your comments and find you and pour acid on you, because I am a god. I am a goddess. Severage. Get this Legsdens. Yeah, that's goddess for you. Yeah, that horrible man that poured acid on his wife Luna. Yeah, he's horrible. But we know he's horrible. I will in a couple minutes. Let's see what else I got for you. So we did the picks. Oh, okay, here's this one. No. Hey, everybody. Just because now those Chinese nano drones are finally out of my room, I have to warn you all, get underneath your bed. Not on your bed, not in your bed, underneath the bed, and read the Bible and get right with God. Oh, and don't forget to buy my drugs in the description. Richie from Boston. Hey, no, you're not a slave scriber, dude. Nate, no. You're a subscriber here. Slave scriber is only Godus and that ass. You're not a slave scriber. You're a sub. And you are good. So, of course, they have to have that Bad Bunny do the halftime, but we already knew that. There's no slave scribing here. That's right. Only me, a goddess, will do such a horrible thing like that. Because I'm gonna go this. You see that? Nile. Everybody, my name's Archaics, and I have to report to Nevada every time I want to go to Vegas because I'm a convicted sex offender, so I actually have to register with Nevada every single time, and I figure out the matrix. But at any rate, yeah, you even criticize me for that, and I'll block your ass. By the way, I also hang out with shields like Dave and Jaron. That's Archaics. That guy's horrible. That guy's absolutely horrible and a con artist.
Now, what's up, guys? This is John from National Sports Entertainment, and I want to make sure that everyone knows that gambling gods exist everywhere. So I blame, and it is true, there are gambling gods, and if someone copies you, that means they punish them, therefore you.
Yeah, that John guy's an idiot. He's a flat out idiot. Yep, that's John for you.
Now, what's up, guys? Now, today is because my God made it for men's pleasure.
Oh, Wi-Fi cut out. So,
But anyway, the mustache. So it's up my asshole, and then I put it all over the mustache. Patty the mustache. And then the meth creates a bad smell, and not only that, there's wonderful colors that come out of the meth because God made it for men's pleasure.
that's Pat the rat truther. Hey, I do want to talk to you about that when I'm done. So I'll give you the StreamYard link and we can talk about that. Um, but thank you for asking. But I know exactly what you're talking about. And again, apologies to Rose and Jonna for that night. I still need to explain to those two what happened. But thank you. Question now. That is a good question. I will hit you up on that. So at the end, I'll give you the link to the StreamYard and we can talk about that privately. So I will answer that. Absolutely. Now, everybody, today, I don't know what accent I'm doing right now. I just decided to be like this for no reason at all, just to do it for the fun of it. Now, oh, that's right. Hey, science is the way to be science. Science. You have to believe in science. You see my eyebrows? Science is the most important thing in the world. I'm Neil deGrasse Tyson, and all I do is play with my eyebrows. I'm Neil deGrasse Tyson. Yeah, that's my Neil deGrasse Tyson impression. Alrighty. That is Neil deGrasse Tyson with his eyebrow issues. Oh man. Which who have I not done in a while?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Everybody, I haven't done this impression this year. We need a big change. We need change. And that's why when I was president of the United States with my VP Al Gore, I drank salt like I never drank anything in my entire life. Bill Clinton was the first president to drink a whole can of salt live in front of a TV audience in the entire world. Now, we have to remember I also played saxophone. Does anyone remember the saxophone playing? Well, I do. And it was the biggest hit of my presidency in my campaign. Now, I'm Bill Clinton, and I approve this message.
Alrighty. I make him the salt man. Yep. No. Okay. Okay, what do I want to do? Okay, here we go. Okay. Joe Zini gets the next request.
All right, freaking commies. Now, here's the thing with being me. Wait a minute. Danny, clean up your damn room. Now, all those friends don't kiss my ass because, well, let's face it, I was a commie and I snapped out of it because after my show and realizing everything, I realized that MAGA.
That is Roseanne Barr. My impression of Roseanne Barr. Jake definitely does better than me. There's no doubt about that at all. Jake is definitely better. But I did it. I did the Roseanne. You wanted it, and I got it. And anyone who didn't see last night, the Kingpins bowling, a fantastic game 3, and Kingpin Shady David D. LaFleur's team went 3-0 last night. All thanks to Kevin's turkey at the end in the 10th frame, and Logan, the opposing player who was on a roll that night. That was his name, by the way. Josini was Logan. That was that player I kept saying that was dominating on the opposite team. He failed at the end. So that was, and LaFleur's still here. Shout out to you. Yes, he won because of those two things. And of course, that's great to see that the Kingpins go 3-0. They were due to go 3-0. They needed it. So obviously you got that as well. And when I do talk about it, Josini, the you know what thing, I will invite Shady Davy over as well so that he can hear what the hell's going on. So Shady Davy, if you want, and Nate, if you want, we can all talk about what the hell went on the other night. That's right. Anthony got 4 strikes in a row. That is good teamwork. Unlike Josh, who gets drunk. And it takes 10 minutes for him to even take his turn. And when it takes 10 minutes, he sucks. Hey, Zane did a good job last night, especially compared to Josh. Dude, that Josh was, I mean, it was getting bad. I remember, broadcasting for you, and I'm like, where's Josh? Where's Josh? It's been 10 minutes. Where is he? Where is he? I'm so glad that's over. I am very happy that whole nightmare's over. Are you leaving, buddy? All right. I was gonna have you on privately with me and Joe. But if you have to go, I understand that. Hey, Shady Davy, I'll text you maybe when it's done, and then if you want to come talk to me and Joe about what happened the other night. That way you can kind of be in on it as well, just in case it happens again. Alrighty. So I'm actually going to do something that I was in the middle of on Wednesday night. We're going to kind of discover parts of my state that no one talks about because apparently your lamestream news doesn't seem to give a crap about these areas in California. So that, oh wait, I don't want that. Huh. Let me get on my Chrome app. That may be a little better than doing it that way. So I'm going to get on here and do it. Okay, now this is a lot better. Always like to look at it by county. I don't know. I'm just so used to this map with the county. So let's look at other places that don't ever get talked about on national lamestream media. A lot of people seem to like this Aptos. So let's go look at that. That's near Santa Cruz in Santa Cruz County. So let's go look at that. Apparently a lot of people like it. So let's just figure out what the hell goes on there. Aptos. Oh wow, Aptos. That's a nice wharf. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. That's a really neat looking wharf. I'm liking that. And then there's this view with houses and stuff all over. Okay, I approve. I approve of that view. All righty. Let's see. You got Sea Cliff. Let's look at another. Let's look at a lake that actually is near me, and we'll look at the Placer County side of it. So this is near where I live now. This is Folsom Lake. And this is near where Jake is. So our two counties, Placer and Sacramento, where Jake lived. Jake, of course, Sacramento. This is a lake that we share in our two counties. So if I can find okay, good. Street view. That's what I want. So this is going to be Folsom Lake. Although I think this is just outside of it. Yeah, that's outside of it. Where's the actual lake? Is this picture it? Okay, yeah, this is a little view of the lake. Okay, finally, an actual view of the lake. Oh, here we go on the lake. Wow, someone actually got right near the lake. So that's Folsom Lake, not too far from where me and Jake are. Let's look at the Sac County side of the lake. Here's in Folsom actually. So now we're going to go to Sac County, and this is Folsom now. What the lake's obviously named after, the city of Folsom. So you got all this stuff. Oh, okay. I'm liking. Obviously, it's not going to be like the Bay Area. It's not going to be as great as the Bay Area, but it is kind of nice knowing that, there is a body, there is a lake. I think Jake's mentioned visiting there. I can't swear to it. I'm pretty sure he has. But this is an uphill view. So this is a view from, miles up high. So you got a lake here, some houses. Yeah. Okay. Oh, El Dorado. Is that El Dorado County? Yeah, El Dorado County shares it. Let's look at this side of the lake. So apparently, a third county shares this lake. So let's look at the El Dorado County side of the lake. Kind of the same, probably. I would assume it's the same. Brown's boat ramp. Brown's Ravine boat ramp. Here we go. So this is the El Dorado County side of the lake. People riding their bikes right on the lake. Oh, there's a little pier. There's a little mini pier right there. I'm like, okay, this is actually probably the nicest looking. That actually looks like some of the Bay Area North Coast beaches, the rocky beaches. It's actually pretty nice looking on the El Dorado side of the lake. Yeah, you see there's the pier. So I feel like El Dorado County has the best view of that. Yeah, and it's not a coast; it's a lake. Good one, buddy. Good one, buddy. All righty. Yeah, I think there's a Folsom prison too. Maybe this Folsom, but no, there's another lake. That's not the only one. As a matter of fact, there is a special bridge that I'm going to show you right now. So right here, so between Sac and West Sac. By the way, I never understood why West Sacramento's in a different county in Yolo County. It should be in Sacramento County, but whatever. This is the bridge, though. I'm about to show you the bridge that connects the two together. There's a little river. There's a little mini river you see right there, the Sacramento River, right there. And there's a little bridge. There's one of them right there. There it is, that bridge. Not too far. All right, so there's that bridge. And then, of course, where's the end of Sac County? Why does it? Yeah, I want the county map. This little tipping point right here at the end of Sacramento County, which kind of connects to the ocean right here. So so you can be in Sac County and be close to the ocean, which is pretty neat. So you're still technically not in the Bay Area, but you're basically right there. I'm trying to get a good. Where's the images of it? Looks pretty cool, actually, believe it or not. Alrighty. Or West Island. Let's look at West Island. What this? Let's go look at West Island. Okay, yeah, it's still on. Okay, yeah, it's taking a minute for some strange reason. Yeah, where's Street View? You got the San Joaquin River. Sherman Island. That's what I want. I want Sherman Island. Let's just look at this because this. I'll just do Sherman Island since that seems to be the easiest one. So this is in Sacramento, the Sherman Island I'm about to show you. This is still Sac County. And okay, this beach looks pretty nice. I don't know what the let's see what the waves are like. Is there any view of the? Okay, here we go. The ocean. They're not going to be big waves though. I don't think the waves are big enough to like go boogie boarding or surfing or anything like that. Though you're not going to be able to do that here. But there you go. It is a neat little place, Sherman Island. What are these waves like? Maybe these waves were a little bit bigger here. No, not really. Yeah, you're not going to get much of waves here. It's just not going to happen. Alrighty. Let's see if it were to let me show something like around here. I would love to do that, but it won't because this thing just won't let me do it. What about Donlin Island? Let's look at Donlin Island. Maybe there's pictures of Donlin Island. Of course, there's not. That's unfortunate. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I thought there was going to maybe be a little bit more something neat here. What about no weird or no verd? No verd. You got a little bit of a ocean there. You're not going to get big waves or anything like that though over here. You're just not going to get it. So, what about this little island? This is still in Sac County, Chang Island. What's that like? I'm learning some of this myself with all of you. So, yeah, there's really no clear picture of it. No, I think this is a little different. Oh, here we go. Here's a hotel right by the ocean in Sac County. Although this is the Sacramento River, this is on the other side of it. But as you can see, there's the river. Yeah, that's on the other side of it, though. But maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, it's part of the ocean, too. Yeah, it all connects to the ocean. Haha. That's pretty interesting, actually. I didn't know. I didn't know that was the ocean. No, hey, I learned something new about my own place. That's pretty funny. I didn't even know that about my own state. So that's all ocean. Folsom Lake's obviously not an ocean. That's fresh water, but not Sac River. Sac River's ocean. And then of course we got the whole Bay Area here. I've never seen the islands for Santa Barbara County. Let's see if we can get any footage of these islands. You see these little islands, no one ever. I've never seen them, so we're gonna look at street views of those islands now. Okay. And obviously, we're not going to see every single thing about these islands, but let's just take a look just to do it. It kind of, there's hills on this island, that's for sure. There are hills on this island. That is for damn sure. So that's Channel Island, Santa Barbara County. I think there's a island in Ventura County as well. There it is. I've never seen this island. Oh, that's part of the Channel Islands as well. Let's look at so obviously Avalon is. Let's look at San Clemente Islands in LA County. Apparently you can't. Oh, come on. It won't let me have a street view of it. Okay, we can get a street view of Avalon. On the other LA island. Okay, this island, I can already tell this is gonna be a nice one. This is Avalon, an island in LA County. Okay, I'm already liking this. Tall buildings, kind of rocky looking, and then you got the mountain, the ocean right there. It's kind of lit up. Look at this. This is like evening. It's all lit up. It kind of looks like Santa Cruz. It reminds me of Santa Cruz. It really does. In a way. I'm liking this. I'm liking this island. Yeah, this is very, very similar looking to Santa Cruz. Kind of with a Roseville vibe almost. It's almost like an in between the buff. And it looks really nice. And then you got hey, we learn new things every day, don't we? Yeah, that yeah, this kind of reminds me of Santa Cruz a little bit. I'm liking that. Okay, sure. Ooh, sorry about that, buddy. Let's look it up. Let's look it up. Folsom State Prison in California. I think it is Folsom, California. It may be. I think it is. I think he is referring to it. It is. It is. It is that. Hey, Joe. It is that Folsom. It is our Folsom. So when Johnny Cash did that song, he was referring to our Folsom. So, yeah. Nearby here. So that's a little fun fact that we both learned. Yeah, no, that Avalon looks really nice. Avalon, LA County looks real nice. That is a very, very nice looking island, to say the least. And I'll map that as well, by the way. Here's a picture of it as well. There you go. There you go. Folsom State Prison. There it is. And that's not too far from where I live and where Jake lives either. Oh, right by the lake, too. Right by Folsom Lake. Right by the lake I showed. Yeah, he is good. He's better than Taylor Swift. That's for damn sure. So that's a little fun fact. Sorry about that. Okay. All right. Let's see what else is going on right here, right now. All righty. Let's look up something else on the map. I already showed Alcatraz the other night. That's in San Francisco. That's on this island. It's part of San Francisco right there. And then there's an island called Treasure Island, which I showed as well the other night. Oh yeah, there's a city called Freedom in Santa Cruz County right here. Let's go look that up. Let's see how freedom it looks. Just for the fun of it. There's no pictures. Oh man. You would think there'd be a lot of pictures in Freedom City. Excuse me. So this is Freedom City in Santa Cruz County. Oh wow. Oh my god, this look, that's like the strongest elementary school gate I've ever seen. Although it does look nice. That's Freedom City. Freedom Elementary School. There we go. Let's look at this. Freedom Elementary School right here. Let's see how freedom it looks. All right. All schools up, tailgates down. I will say, it does look pretty nice. Not gonna lie. Yeah, Taylor Swift's horrible. I agree. She does suck. I wanted to mention something. Can you mention to Jake? It's called soccer boxing. Okay, let's check that out. Oh boy, let's see if is it going to be worse than that pillow fighting nonsense? What the hell is this soccer boxing? Oh man, I can't wait to see this. Oh my god. Oh god, everyone buckle up for this one. I think this is going to be a big soccer boxing. What the hell is that supposed to mean? Is this it right here? Oh god, here we go.
What if I told you groceries is a real
What the hell
sport,
is
or that
this?
there's a professional league
I hate
for
this
pillow
pillow
fighting.
fighting.
These are
That
just
is
a
the
few of
dumbest
the
thing.
many crazy sports I'll be trying in this video, and each sport will get more intense as the video goes
Let's see
on.
here.
Starting with level
What the hell
1,
is
professional pillow fighting. Yes, there's actually a pro
Yeah,
league
this
for
PFC
pillow
looks like
fighting,
the
and I'm
lamest-
about to hop in the
lamest,
ring for my
dumbest
first
sport
ever
in
match.
history.
For my opponent, I have friend Twan, who's a trained boxer, so this should
Oh
be
my
pretty
God, of
intense.
course
Do you want
they're
to put some
all
money on
in
this?
pillow fighting.
This is how you make on the YouTube, huh? Pretty much, yeah, I need to make my money back.
Hell is that supposed to be?
Yeah, that's a good start.
I have to fast forward to find out. Oh man.
Actually, I can't fly there, so I did the next best
Oh, is
thing,
this
got
it?
together
Here
a
we
group
go.
of highly
I
skilled
think this-
boxers and saw we could just punch each other. I didn't tell any. All right, get a couple jabs, get a couple goals. We do this. Let's go. Right on three. 1, 2, 3. Strike first. Strike hard.
Oh God.
Score at least one goal for my team, and of course, win the game.
Let's go. Hit him. Hit him.
What the hell is this?
I was able to
my
move with the
God.
ball, but I couldn't help but freeze when someone ran up on me since I didn't know whether to box or keep playing soccer.
Okay, this.
The rules of the game is that once a player passes the ball, they can't be punched for at least 2 seconds, and the red
I'm
team
not
quickly
too sure
starts to
about
take
this.
advantage of that.
This looks pretty goofy
nothing.
too. Yeah, that looks pretty goofy. I have to say that looks pretty goofy. It does look pretty locked up. I agree. Free to me. Yeah. Hey, maybe Kunfi and Flatzoid will get in the ring. And oh my God. Yeah, that pillow fighting is about the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. The soccer boxing kind of looks silly too. There's nothing. Absolutely nothing will top that. Agree. That soccer was kind of weird. That was kind of cringe too. I'll mention that to Jake. Hey, he may be on tomorrow night. So, of course, that would also mean I'm on tonight. I'm tomorrow night as well. But we'll see if he does it or not. If Jake is not on tomorrow, I am definitely taking tomorrow night off. So neither one of us would be on. We either both be on or neither one of us will be on. But yep. It is strange to say the least. That soccer boxing looked weird. No question. And now in the pillow fighting boxing ring, Kunfi and Flatzoid. Yay! I'm Kunfi and I'm gonna win. Hey. What is this? They're only punching each other with the pillows on the penis. Yay! I want to see you get wet. I want to see it get big. Hey, I'm Kunfi. And I'm in love with Flatzoid. Hey. And the winner is Kunfi. Hooray! Hooray, I win! Oh my God. That pillow fighting. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right. That was that. Hey, thank you for showing that to me. That looked really this was cringe. This is the stuff I'm glad we got to cover this. Yes, it was cringe, but now we got to cover it. So good find, Josini. Yeah. If it was Q and Fee and Flat Zoe, that's exactly what would be happening. Oh my goodness. Alrighty. All right. That reminds me, I gotta do. Let's see, what else am I gonna do? Oh yeah, I'll play a game. Why not? I'll play a game. I will play a game. I'm gonna play one game. I will cover me football picks, and I got to cover everything else and feel good about it. So maybe I'll do the bowling, but I'll do it online so that it'll be better quality. So that people can actually see what the hell I'm doing. No, maybe not. Oh, yeah, it's right here. Game Boy Advance. Good. Here we go. It's going to be crappier quality, this game, but you know what? At least it'll work better than me pulling up the executable on my laptop. Oh, come on. What the hell is this? I'm going to pull it up on my other browser. Yep, I take that back. I'll be pulling that up on my other browser. Thank you very much. We're going to be playing Elf Bowling because I feel like it. And to celebrate Shady Davy LaFleur's win last night. So it's the perfect way to do that. It's the perfect way to do that. It's none of these buttons. Here we go. I found the button. It's going to run a lot smoother. Yeah, the game doesn't look as high quality, but it's going to run smoother. So I'm doing it this way.
Is that all the balls you've got?
Unfortunately, that time, yes. Now I know what the hell I'm doing now, so I'm going to probably do better here. 9 points. Oh, my God. There we go. There's a strike. Oh, damn it. It's the guys of Q Fee. Hey, hey. There we go. Spare. All right, back at. Missed a couple again. Instead of going for all those, I'm going to do something else silly here. So Yeah, I'm gonna do something else because I know there's no way I'm gonna get spare. So there we go. I always liked doing that as a kid upstairs. Yeah, he had the PC version, the one that sometimes crashes. Well, it doesn't ever crash. You know, when I play, it just crashes on here. When I show it to you, it runs smoothly on my end. Okay, I'm doing better now. Oh, here we go. Here's the big one. Here's when it matters most.
Hey, Elliot, park it.
This is when it matters. Oh, yeah, I would have been better off. Oh, well, that's good. Unless if I can get a miracle here. Ooh! Oh, I did. I did. All right. And I do end with a strike. Oh, I don't know how the hell that happened. 180.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
All righty. And we're 180. Yeah, it's a game I played as a kid. Okay. I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick. I'm gonna have my StreamYard link up while I do that. I don't know if there's much else for me to need to do. But while I go use the restroom, I'm gonna play Jake pretending to be NFL fans because he is so good at doing it. Shout out to Jake, by the way. This is the best. This is one of the funniest NFL videos Jake's ever made. I love it. I really do. This is a funny one. All righty. You enjoy that. I'm going to go use the restroom. I will be right back. And until then, I'm going to turn my mic on the off switch. Yeah, I can wait a little bit for that. I'm back. All right, Joe, I see you in there. Did you want to? Oh, yeah, actually, there's no one even here. So I guess I'll end the live part of it. And then I'm just going to, me and Joe have stuff to talk about. So you all have a good rest of your night. I'll probably be back, unless if Jake's on tomorrow, I'll probably be back Tuesday or Wednesday. But until then, you all take care.